Well, ain't everything all jolly and happy? I mean, it should be, it's December, but, I mean, I'm talking about the 100 after, you know, a missile was launched and killed a bunch of people, a bunch of grounders mainly. Kane and Indra, I mean, I know they said they were going to look for Clark and Lexa, but contrary to Octavia, to Abby, we didn't actually see them go off to, I guess, a safer zone or whatever. They just said their intentions. Intentions are different from your actions, isn't it? So, yeah, you know, I assume that, you know, Kane is still probably going to be alive, or albeit, like, what's going to happen, like, if there's going to be a big name casualty, and I'm expecting Indra to bite the dust. Because if we lose Kane, then all hell's going to break loose. Kane is going to be maybe a bit hurt, a bit severely probably, or Indra, you know, fell over, and, yeah, bad stuff happened, so yeah. That's what I'm expecting, or something like that. But, you know, it'd be great if, you know, all the big players survived and all of that. Well, we know Clark survived, Lexa survived, Abby survived, and Octavia, I guess, with her tending to Lincoln and, you know, telling her to, come on, Lincoln, let's do this. It's just Kane and Indra. But, you know, like I said, they said that they were going to head off to find Clark and Lexa, and intentions are different from your actions. So, did they? But, yeah, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here with episode number 13 of season 2 of the 100, which is called Resurrection. Last season, this would be the final episode, but we've got 3 more delightful episodes of the 100 to endure. The extended reaction shall be on Patreon. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Especially with, you know, how Abby was absolutely laying the smack down on Clark, as they say. I mean, with reason. I mean, she knew that this would happen. And, I mean, even though it was, you know, decided this would have been best, especially for Bellamy, and his cover in Mount Weather, it sucks still. It still sucks. It's not something you're gonna, you know, get over in a snap, is it? Like, like I said, you know, you keep this hidden, and there's gonna be some repercussions. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what happens in the fallout of that attack. How Bellamy is going under Mount Weather and all of that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, this season has just been a blast. I honestly do think it is better than season 1 at this point. I mean, this is the 13th episode, and like I said, last time we were at episode 13 for the 100, it was the season finale, which was explosive. But overall, I do think season 2 has been absolutely better shaped, introducing new characters, new opportunities, and all of that. And the story itself has just been absolutely incredible. So yeah, I honestly do think that season 2 is currently better than season 1. But yeah, let's just check out this episode of the 100. I'm looking forward to this. So with that said, let's go. I mean, were kids amongst that as well? That would have been like... Oh god. Flaming horse. Never a good thing. Oh, come on. He's trying to help. Doesn't care. Oh! That's that mountain man douchebag, isn't it?
He aimed the missile. He's alone.
Clark, slow down. If he's a spotter, he's here to make sure we're dead. If he tells the mountain we're alive,
He won't.
how can you...
Stealth attack, Lexa, come
Because
on.
I'm gonna kill him.
Ooh. Kane! Why do I have a bad feeling someone's gonna have a piece of shrapnel sticking in a vital part or something like this because of this, like Kane? Ah, shit.
Let's go get those hallway cameras, right?
Nope. Leave the hallway cameras. We'll need eyes out there.
You can do that?
Have you met me?
Where are we on the doors?
Elevators are all disabled, and I shorted the other stairwell locks. This one's tricky, though. I can't see that. That works, too.
Yeah. I love them too. I know we say it a lot, but I do. We're playing possum. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. Let's do this. Go on, Jasper. Yeah, you are fucked. Now go. Ooh. Regret all your life choices right now. Ooh. Just goes to show the mountain men are dicks. I just hope. Oh shit! Oh, he's still surviving. Oh, Jasper, Jasper. I know what's going through your head, mate. Oh shit. Oh shit.
It's okay. It's my plan.
Oh no 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 no. Oh no. No, no, no. Last time this happened, no. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
How bad? Can you move your toes?
Someone under rubble, you know, a bad leg. Oh yes, it's Bellamy! It's Bellamy! Yes!
Just this once. Just for one night.
He seems like the only, well, one of the only reasonable adults here.
You know they'll never stop, right? If the rumors are true.
You might need the Hulk or Luke Cage to lift that shit, because, yeah. I don't think Abby's going to be lifting it anytime soon. Oh, no, it's going to drop again. Oh, what the? Oh, what the?
Your femoral artery is lacerated.
Oh!
Wait. Jeez.
I don't like that sound, by the way, because yeah. There we go. That's what I was worried about. Oh, shh! Don't tell me Abby's gonna. Oh, come on. Oh, I love how Bellamy's going back for her.
All you have to do is surrender.
For fuck's sake. Why don't you just die, you prick? Oh boy. Use the smoke to your advantage. Come on, Octavia. This is why you're an amazing character. Go on.
Now what, Sky Girl?
Hug her.
I'll let you die.
I won't let you surrender.
Oh. I mean, I would say kiss, but you know, Jasper's got a hell of a job to get. You promised you would.
Before their time. She knew it was coming.
Yes.
But it's a heartbreaking thing to know about.
How could you do something like this?
Like sucking the air. from the lungs of 300.
He's got a point. This is like for the betterment of
children.
Oh man.
Including the man you love. After everything we've done, do we even deserve to survive?
Oh man. Ooh.
She's almost out of oxygen. It's been 19 minutes.
We'll get it open, won't we?
This show is just amazing. That was oh, fuck, killed me that scene. Whew.
Decontamination complete. All clear.
All clear indeed. Wow. At least she's no longer on the brink of suffocation. Whew.
What are you doing here?
Helping out.
Your mother would have done.
Oh. Lamenting. Yeah. Jesus. I mean, how many... Uh-oh. How many energy bars has this guy had? Like, he's so... Like, he's still sharp, and it's like...
So much for the element of surprise.
Oh, just let him kill me. Then take him out. Ah, Clark!
Clark!
Your people need you.
Let's do this. Oh! Oh! Woo! Woo! You deserve that, you bitch! Oh, you are my people, I love that.
Good shot.
Everyone here agrees with Cage, not by a long shot.
Come with me. We'll divide you along the way.
Oh man. They stacked up their... Oh, nice. This is
Go.
beautiful.
You're safe now. Quick, go this way.
So there's a few more sane adults here. Come on, Abby.
Hold on.
He's not dead. He's exhausted. Loss of blood.
Not working.
This is tense. Whew.
Together, we're gonna win this war, Clark.
It's like I really love this like master and apprentice role that Lexa and Clark have. Like, so I don't know. I am getting that kind of
I
vibe.
will not miss this fight.
Ooh. Oh, is she gonna accept him again? Oh, that's nice.
You're gonna kill all my friends.
We've got to try and put a stop to that. Wow. They're doing a pretty decent job though. She could apologize. Oh, come on.
I need you to do something for me.
Oh.
Don't forget that we're the good guys. It's time.
Ooh. I am not gonna lie. I am ready for this. I am ready for the mountain men to drop, for everything to just... Yeah, to go down swimmingly for the Sky People and the Grounders. I am ready for shit to hit the fan, and shit will hit the fan. I mean, it already did, but you know, now we are more than ready. We are ready to do this shit. Ooh wee. Yeah, that was probably one of the best episodes of season 2. I mean, it had me in all kinds of emotions. And, you know, the way they dealt with the fallout of the blast was absolutely wonderful, especially, you know, with Kane in, well, not having the most active session, of course. Yeah, I really, really loved a lot of the scenes with Kane, and especially Abby, especially when, you know, they were talking about Clark's actions, and, you know, how Abby is still reeling from that, but... she's learnt that she's become one of them, basically. And I think it's the message that, I think it's kind of this, like, full circle of the message she's been, like, people have been trying to get inside Abby's head all of this time. Because, Abby is still not used to seeing a different Clark. And there's been a drastic change from the Clark who was, on the Ark to the Clark who has had to fight and survive on the Earth. There's been a big drastic change, and, she's learned to become more of an adult, more like, I don't know, when exactly she'll turn 18. I believe she's still 17 at this point, but she's not far off off being officially an adult. But like I said, she has taken this responsibility, and she's been hardened. She's learned to take leadership. She's learned to live basically her own life, and she's had to make these decisions. And I really, really love that comment from Kane about she's basically. There's no difference to what she was doing to what we were doing on the Ark, to the people, we floated. And I was thinking, about Jake when, Kane brought up that message, because, Clark, Abby's had to do some heinous things. It's so eerie, isn't it? Like how, the roles have been reversed. And I think Abby can now resonate to how Clark was, feeling. But understands this is more of, a choice. This is a choice of, what is better overall. We might lose this battle, I guess, but we'll win the war, in a sense, with the, fact that, we're going to have to sacrifice a lot of people, but we can't exactly, warn them, because it all goes back to Bellamy being inside Mount Weather, compromised. So, sometimes we've got to make sacrifices for the betterment of, I guess, the situation at hand. For the Ark, it was about, survival, floating all of those people. They didn't really have any other choice at the time, and now they do. And, Kane, especially, who, we discovered earlier this season is feeling a lot of guilt about floating people when they could have had the chance to survive. He comes up with a great point. We have to answer for our sins. He's not a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's done some really, really, cold decisions, but he had to be cold, didn't he? And, this, for this situation, we have to make a choice at the end of the day. It will kill us inside, but, we don't exactly become monsters. And that's Clark. Clark had to make a choice at the end of the day, where either, lose entirely by telling everyone that a missile was coming, or have to sacrifice in order to keep Bellamy's cover and still have that opportunity to bring down Mount Weather. So yeah, I really, really loved that, realization from Abby about how, her situation, to float Jake, how everyone's, how everyone's decisions on the Ark was no real difference to Clark's, decision. It's poop, but at the end of the day, sometimes we have to make these decisions. I'll be right back. Just dealing with this cold. It's fighting, because I thought I was going to get rid of it, but it's still clinging on. Just like Kane, actually. Kane's clinging on, despite, suffering a really, really, bad blow. But, like I said, I really, really loved the Abby scenes, about how she's come to, understanding Clark, I guess, and, her resentment when she floated Jake. She kind of feel like she's experiencing, how shitty of a situation this is. But understands that, you know, this is exactly what she did at the end of the day. The betterment of the situation. So, yeah. I really, really loved what was happening in Mount Weather, especially with the revolution. And, you know, Jasper being so super on it. Like, they played possum, I guess. I mean, they weren't exactly going to play dead because that's not their intention, but you get the idea. They, you know, made them all fools and, you know, caused a right storm. So I really, really loved Jasper, you know, putting his foot down and, you know, dealing with Mount Weather like the bitches they are. It was really, really beautiful stuff to see. Cage still being a dick as usual, put Maya in a bit of a situation with that 20-minute oxygen thing. Thank God that was covered nicely. And speaking of Maya, I really, really loved exploring her parents. You know, her father was the starting point to a lot of the people who resided at Mount Weather who weren't, you know, taken in, I guess, not feeling too comfortable with this situation about, you know, them harvesting people and, you know, doing draconic shit. And I really, really loved, like I said, the story about how her mother died because she refused to have any treatments because she thought it was inhumane. So touching. And then to know her father was kind of on the same boat, like he was, you know, for the good, and, you know, found all of this shit despicable, but knew how dangerous, you know, them rebelling was really, really great. And then him pulling through at the end of the day to, you know what, we're going to do this. So it was just really, really great. Not just that though, but it seemed like him and Maya managed to gather a lot of people as well. Like I said, there's a lot of people who are not, well, I'd say a lot. There's a few people who are not feeling too pleased with, Cage's direction on harvesting innocent children. So, yeah, all for this, you know, reason. Oh, you know what? We can, you know, harvest kids, that's fine, but at least we'll survive outdoors. Is it really that, like, they've got that morality questioning, like, is it really worth it? Like, are we humans if, we do this dark action? So, yeah, so I really, really loved Maya's story and the rebellion overall, because it was just really, really great stuff to see. To see everyone just stick it to Mount Weather. And as these final episodes are coming up, I have a really, really, you know, positive feeling we're going to see some really, really intense stuff at Mount Weather, especially with Bellamy there. I mean, he's still got his cover going, so that's really, really sweet. Because, you know, you just have this worrying feeling it could be compromised, but he's still going good. So yeah, I don't blame Jasper as well for reacting like the way he did with one of the Mount Weather people. Like, I think I don't know if he dismembered him, like his arm or something like that. It certainly looked like it, but like I said, I do not blame him for, like, reacting like that, because he made because he's a passionate person at the end of the day, and he made a promise to Fox. Fox got taken, and he was pissed off. And Mount Weather are not doing themselves any favors. They are being absolute arseholes, to put it in layman's terms. And this is tipping point. So Jasper reacting like that, can't blame him at all. So yeah. What else was there? Oh yes, Lexa and Clark, which we didn't. We saw a bit of the fallout as well. Like Lexa still holding on to that belief that it had to be done, which, like I said, is a bit understandable. It hurts to acknowledge, but you know, you can understand where Lexa, I guess, is coming from. But I guess apart from that, like, we still see that kind of mentor, like, relation, like that's, you know, that tutor student, relationship that we have going on. Cause it kind of feels like that with, Lexa, you know, influencing these important life decisions on Clark. And, Can I just say, Clark is just absolutely impressing me. I think this is the thing, though. With her being with Lexa, it's kind of opened the door for this darkness to creep inside of her. But this is the thing. Lexa is, in her eyes, giving her a bit of a reality check that sometimes you got to be cruel to survive and all of that. And she taught her about, emotions. And everything. She's trying to shape her into a better person in her eyes. A person, because this is the thing, she respects Clark already with her leadership, but, there's always room for improvement. And with, Lexa being around this long, being commander, she wants, Clark to have that opportunity to improve. So, yeah. And that's where, her just shooting that Mount Weather guy comes from. Like, I think in season 1, we might have had that bit of resistance when, she was holding the gun to that Mount Weather person who was, to that sniper who was holding Lincoln hostage. Yeah, I think we might have seen a bit of resistance. I don't know, because she has killed before, like, she even met Lexa. Going back to episode 11, wasn't it? Yeah. Because it was before all the shitstorm happened. When Finn was being taken to be executed, Clark went for that grounder and absolutely murdered him. So, a travesty like this, like him making the call to kill a lot of innocents, would have you a bit rattled. And, I think, Clark, I don't know, maybe she would have, maybe she wouldn't, but now that Lex has got a bit of influence to her, she definitely would. I had a feeling she was, and I was ready to see Clark, call some shit, and I'm really, really loving this, like this, development in character for Clark. It's just really, really great. But I also love the relationship she has with Lexa. Like I said, like Lexa giving her, these life lessons has just really, really been superb so far. And, I really, I think they do bounce off each other so well. So, yeah, I really, really love, seeing them two together. And I think that's really all you can say, apart from especially with Clark, because, we also had that focus on, taking out the sniper, as well as, I like the first shot at the beginning though, when Clark was seeing, the carnage. I don't, like, I say it's I said it was a hallucination because it looked like something you'd see of a hallucination, so yeah. But I think it might have been a bit real, maybe. But it looked hallucinogenic, like especially, I don't know, something about a horse on fire, just screams hallucinations for me. But yeah, that was a really, really great shot as well. And like I said, the whole aftermath of the blast was really, really well done, especially Kane and Abby's situation when, we had that emotional moment and, Kane just being out of it for so long. But I'm glad that everyone, vital, I guess, survived. Indra as well, showing a bit more trust in Octavia, which is good. I mean, she should. I mean, she can't doubt everything, not even her second, so come on. But I really, she was ready to die. And she kind of inflicted that, hope that she can do a good job, if she were to pass, but thankfully she still survives. So that's really, really great stuff to see. And then Kane, but this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Intentions are different from your actions, because they said they were going to head off, and I was worried because intentions are different than actions. And here we are. Indra was in a bit of a rut. Kane even in a bigger rut. So yeah. We had some casualties, but nothing too fatal, it seemed, from the characters we love. And everyone else was was dead. So yeah. But yeah, overall, I thought that was a really, really great episode. I can't really comment on anything else, I guess. No, because I've touched upon the points that really, really, got it. It was quite emotional. I don't know. I thought this was quite emotional for some reason, and honestly, I'm just loving this show more and more. Like, this is like 26 episodes into the 100 in total, and this show has absolutely been bossing it, in my opinion. I've absolutely loved it, so yeah, but I don't know, for some reason this episode, it was quite emotional, especially the Abby and Kane situation when they were talking about, you know, Clark's actions, keeping, knowing about, you know, a missile coming, and, you know, how that kind of, you know, parallels to the decisions on the Ark. But yeah, it was just really, really great stuff. I absolutely, you know, enjoyed this episode so much, and it was just fabulous. So I can't wait to see how things go for episode 14, and I just dropped my mouse. Oops. Episode 14, 15, and 16. How they're going to close out season 2 is going to be insane. I mean, I say they have a high bar for the finale, because the finale for season 1 had me on edge, and it had me worried, and it had me, you know, in all kinds of emotions. So, with the fact that season 2 has been better than season 1, I'm absolutely shit scared about what they're going to do for the finale. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. But yeah, like I said, overall this was a really, really solid episode. Emotional, really, really, you know, great stuff. Cheering so much for the revolution at Mount Weather, and it was just really, really great stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can subscribe. Well, no, you screwed that up, Liam. You can check my videos on the right if you want to. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!